This is my first ever Mac computer after being a Windows user my entire life, and it has been my daily driver for the past 10 months. So here are the things that you need to know about moving from Windows to Mac. To be completely honest with you, I really miss Windows computers. It's the operating system that I grew up using. Yes, I still use it at work lightly, but in the meantime, I really prefer Mac OS over Windows. I want to start with why I moved from Windows to Mac in the first place. After moving from Android to iOS, I really wanted that full Apple ecosystem experience. The continuity, how my details and the Wi-Fi passwords, for example, move from the phone to the laptop and vice versa. You know, that Apple magic that we all talk about. The smoothness of the operating system is on another level, but my actual and main reason why I moved from Windows to Mac is because I wanted to start using Final Cut Pro, an app that is only on Mac by Apple itself. I heard a lot about how smooth it is and how fast it is, and I really wanted to use it. And, well, they didn't lie. Even Premiere Pro and all the other creative apps like Photoshop, for example, are way smoother on Mac than Windows. It's much easier for companies to optimize apps for macOS than Windows, because on the Windows sides there are tons and tons of laptops and chips, but on the other hand with Mac computers, a lot of them have the same chip across the whole lineup. On the hardware side, and specifically for the 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros, they have amazing screens. One of the best, if not the best screen in any laptop. Every Mac speaker is much better than any Windows computer speakers. It's clear, it's better, it's fuller. I can really rely on editing with these speakers. The battery life is levels ahead. The build quality in general is incomparable with any Windows laptop. Now, saying all of that, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Mac has a lot of weird things that don't make a lot of sense. For example, since day one I got this Mac, the Notes app is not working properly. It's lagging, quitting by itself. I barely use it on the Mac, and it's a very huge app that I use on my iPhone. But on my brother's M1 MacBook Air, it's working fine. What I mean is that there are apps that just stop working, and Apple's solution for that is to wipe the whole laptop and start again from scratch. The same thing happened to me with iOS, and I had to reset my phone. Although macOS is really customizable compared to iOS, yet still it can't compete with Windows. It has a lot of limitations almost in every part of it. For most people, it's more than enough, and you can get around with it. But for some, it's really important. That's why having Windows for them is much better. Multitasking on this thing is just brutal. I miss multitasking on Windows. You can get as close as possible to Windows with multitasking, but Windows just do it much better. The Folders app on Windows is much better than Finder. Now, what I feel about Windows and Mac in the current time, a Mac in 2022 is way better than Windows for most people. Unless the app you need only exists on Windows, then that's a different story. But other than that, the longevity of Mac compared to Windows makes it way more worth it for the buck. Yes, prices are getting up and they're getting higher and higher each product, but what you're getting for the money is a lot more than Windows for the same price. For all creative minds, the Mac is much better because all creative apps, as I said, are much better on Mac than Windows. For all the students that need a laptop that lasts a long day, you have the M1 MacBook Air starting at $1,000. You can get a lot of offers on it. It's gonna last you the whole day. Build quality is amazing. You get Touch ID, great speakers, great battery life, great screen. What else do you need? What you're getting as a full package is a lot more than Windows for the same price. And that's been it for today's episode. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, give it a sub, and don't forget that life is all about love and dance. See you. How's the new studio, by the way? How's the new quality? 4K. Hey!